Hello there, Lunar Squadron. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another Star Wars Outlaws video. Today we are going to be breaking down some new information about how exactly the customization system is going to work in Star Wars Outlaws, and talk through a few of the cosmetic options that we already know are available in this game. We're going to be breaking down all of that in just a moment, but first, if you're new to the channel, we would love to have you. The way to do that is go down below this video, click that little subscribe button, and make sure to hit the bell notification button right on next to it. It's going to let you know every single time that Nick and I upload the latest and greatest Star Wars Outlaws videos here on YouTube. And be sure to follow us on Twitter at Lunar Squadron to keep the conversation going there. That said, Nick, ready to get into this one?
Yep, definitely.
All right, let's do this, guys.
It has been quite the week for Star Wars Outlaws, to say the least. And Andreas, one of the big questions that we keep getting in regards to the gameplay specifically for Star Wars Outlaws is, how is customization in this game going to work? I think that is one of the things that people are most interested in learning more about when it comes to this game. And it looks like we actually got a lot of information about how that's going to work.
Yeah, we did, and for the most part, we haven't talked about this yet because of how much information has been circulating about this game, so we have to prioritize somewhere, and I think it's a great time to start this conversation on customization, starting with all of this information that we got out of the Star Wars Outlaws Discord channel. Specifically, there's a Q&A channel within the Star Wars Outlaws channel, where one of the questions posed was, how much customization is there? And the response is, in Star Wars Outlaws, you will play as Kay Vess. You will be able to customize your ship, speeder bike, as well as her outfits. For her outfits, Kay will have gear slots for chest, holster, and pants. Each outfit will have gameplay impacts, and transmogrification will be present, so you can wear an outfit you love whilst getting the gameplay boost that most suits your playstyle. Quite a few things to break down here. First off, Nick, I honestly didn't know that the word transmogrification even existed, so I've learned a new word. I've learned something new here.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know that that was actually the word for that. This is a system that we've seen in other games recently. The one that immediately comes to mind where this was incredibly prevalent was Hogwarts Legacy, and it was a gameplay feature that I really enjoyed, and it's something that I wish showed up in more games, because there have been many instances where I have fallen in love with a certain outfit or certain cosmetic items, but it's like simply not worth the disadvantages that come when it comes to gameplay boosts. For example, Horizon Forbidden West, I love the standard stock outfit, but it is obviously one of the worst outfits in the game because it's one of the first ones you get, but I stuck with it despite that, and that put me in some bad spots quite frequently. So it's really cool to see that we'll be able to pick the outfits that we like the most, but still get those gameplay boosts. I really love this feature.
Yeah, I love this too, because I can think particularly to playing Ghost of Tsushima recently, and I just make Jin Sakai look like an absolute clown because I'm trying to take advantage of all the different benefits that come with each part of his outfit, and I'm really glad that with this game I won't have to make Kay look just like a mishmash of clashing styles, and that I get to actually make a scoundrel that I'm proud of being in this game, and then, you know, reap the benefits of whatever item I actually want to have enabled. So that's a cool feature. And it's just nice to know in general what will be customizable. That said, Nick, I think there is still a little bit of ambiguity here as far as how much we will be able to customize some of these options. First and foremost, they tell us that we can customize her ship, customize the speeder bike, and then the outfits. I think they did a good job of breaking down the outfits, but as far as the ship and speeder are concerned, they've just said that we can customize them. And then, of course, we've seen a few examples of customized ships, just given the different DLC offerings for this game. But I'm still wondering if it will just be that cosmetic skin on the outside of the ship, and that's the only customizable thing about your ship. Still wondering that part. So I hope that they are able to clarify that point. But Nick, I think this is a great jumping off point just to start talking about some of the options that we have seen when it comes to the different customization options that are available. And of course, the first option I want to talk about is the pre-order bonus for this game, the Kessel Runner bonus pack, which if you pre-order the game, you are able to unlock the Trailblazer cosmetic, which is a skin that makes the Trailblazer look like the Millennium Falcon, and the Speeder cosmetic pack, which makes the Speeder look a little bit like the Millennium Falcon as well. It has the Dejarik board on the back and then Han Solo's dice hanging from the left handlebar of the Speeder. Nick, I think this gives us maybe a good idea of what to expect when it comes to the Speeder and the Trailblazer cosmetic customization. What do you make of it?
I do find it interesting that they labeled it as cosmetic pack, and so that kind of gives me the initial impression that these cosmetics for both the Speeder and the Trailblazer will be mostly cosmetic in nature and might not offer gameplay boost, but like you said, we don't know for sure. And if it does come to a gameplay boost, I imagine it would be things such as, shield boost or perhaps a speed boost, or maybe even we've seen Kay use that Deadeye ability while riding the Speeder. Maybe it will impact that. So things like that is what I would imagine the boost, if there are some, impacting. But for me, the language we're seeing, until we just learn a little more information, my initial impression is it's going to be more cosmetic in nature.
Yeah, I honestly agree with you there. And as far as looks, Nick, what are you thinking? Like, are you liking the way that this Kessel Runner pack looks? Or is this about what you would expect for skins for the ship and the Speeder in this game, or were you hoping for a little bit more?
Yeah, without getting into the politics and the general feel towards the DLC and all of that in this game, because I think we all have our own opinions, and I think we've all made that abundantly clear over the past week how we feel about this. What we're getting in terms of the DLC, like the content itself, just speaking on that, I do like the look of all of it. I think they've done a really good job in paying attention to the small details when it comes to Star Wars things. For example, the Speeder on the Millennium Falcon one, you've already talked about how it has the Dejarik board and Han Solo's dice. Like, those are just cool little attention to details. I really like the Sabak Shark one where it takes inspiration from Cloud City, and you can really see that in the Speeder and the Trailblazer one. And honestly, my favorite one is the Rogue Infiltrator one, because you get all of those little things from Rogue One throughout that cosmetic pack. I really love the attention to detail. So in terms of looks, I like what they're doing here.
Yeah, I honestly am happy with what we've seen so far. Of course, I would hope that the rabbit hole goes pretty deep when it comes to customization in this game. They've confirmed that there will be a mix of outfits. There will be the chest, holster, and pants options, so 3 different options for K specifically. And one thing that they omitted just from looking at the different DLC offerings, Nick, they did not say in the Discord that you can customize Nyx, but it looks like from the DLC offerings that you will be able to customize Nyx. Looking at the Kessel Runner cosmetics first, you'll see that K has a combination of the Han Solo pants, Han Solo torso, and then the Han Solo holster. And then Nyx, of course, has the bandolier looking like Chewbacca. And then looking at the 2 Ultimate Pack offerings here, the one being the Sabak Shark bundle, K has the Lando looking appearance with the torso, holster, and pants. And then Nyx has the Lobot device on the back of Nyx's head, which I love that detail. Nick, I know you love that one as well. And then looking at the Rogue Infiltrator pack, Kay is wearing a jacket that is reminiscent of Jyn Erso's jacket from Rogue One, just adding a bit of that orangish, reddish hue on her shoulder. And then, of course, Nyx is wearing Bodhi Rook's goggles. So, again, some pretty cool details there. And I think that goes to show that we should expect some customization and flexibility for not just Kay, but also Nyx as well.
Yeah, definitely. I really love the Nyx customization. I think it's hilarious that he's wearing the Lobot headpiece. Like, that was such a fun and cool idea, and I'm just excited to see what other things that we can put on Nyx's head throughout this game.
Yeah, and then kind of to cap things off here, we also see a couple more customization options for the Trailblazer. In the Sabak Shark bundle, you have the Trailblazer that looks kind of like the Cloud Cars in Cloud City. And then, Nick, you actually noticed this about the Rogue Infiltrator bundle, and that is that the Trailblazer appears somewhat similar to the black and white ships that we see Saw Gerrera with. So again, those finer details are making their way into these cosmetics here.
Yeah, definitely. They look fantastic. I love the attention to detail. And just the last thing I want to touch on before we get out of here is there was another paragraph within the Discord where the question is posed, will there be monetization? That is a topic that is being widely discussed when it comes to this game. And the answer that Ubisoft provided was, Star Wars Outlaws does offer additional paid items, including cosmetic items, post-launch content, and limited time savers. And they say that these items are completely optional for players to acquire and do not impact the main progression or story of the game. So hopefully that provides a little bit of an answer for you guys if you were wondering about the monetization system in this game and how that's going to impact this game and stuff like that. I hope that answers your question. But guys, let us know your thoughts down below on the customization system. Up to this point, what we know about it, I imagine it's going to be much more in depth than what we know now, but based off what we know, give us your thoughts. What customization are you excited for? What do you think of the customization? Like, do you think it captures the essence of those Star Wars details enough? Just give us all of your thoughts down below. I know that this is quite a widely discussed topic in this community right now, and I know you guys have thoughts on this, and we'd love to read what you have to say. Also, if you want to keep the conversation going beyond our comments, I would highly recommend you join our Discord server. Link to that will be down below in the description. We have a great time in there. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for us for this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, we will see you all next time.